Imagine saving up for renovations to your home, thinking you found the best contractor for the job, only to be left with unfinished and shoddy projects and out $70,000.
Wow, that's a nightmare one local couple says they're going through. KDKA consumer investigator Meghan Schiller is here to talk about this. I think this type of thing happens far too often.
Yeah.
People don't talk about it. So tell us about this one particular couple and why they decided to renovate.
And it's so sad because so many people think that they're the first person this is happening to, but unfortunately, like you said, it is all the time.
A lot.
So Dusty Costin, he's a Baldwin grad, and as am I. So I had kind of heard of his name, and his friends reached out saying he's lived each day with cerebral palsy, and they want to do a home renovation and try to get a little more room. He struggles to walk, he falls a lot. So they thought that they were going to do this renovation, addition, get a little bit more room, and unfortunately, they say it's just turned into a nightmare where now they're looking to find another contractor.
Okay, so walk us through, they found this contractor, and how did the payments work? Because I know with some contractors, you're signing an agreement, you're maybe paying half up front or a quarter up front, and then paying through the process of it. So where did things go wrong?
Well, you'd be shocked at the number of people that don't require a contract, that don't ask for one, because sometimes they just don't know that you need a contract. You need something in writing, you need to sign something. And then sometimes people just pay what they're asked to give. So that's what was happening. They just kept giving more and more money. They sent me their statements to show the checks that they wrote. And then eventually you kind of lose track. And then you've realized you've given so much more than you probably should. And then if you don't like the work, you can't get it back. So that happens all the time. So that's why we tell people, only give a tiny bit off the front, whatever's needed for initial materials, and then wait and kind of see how it goes. If you're happy, okay, maybe give a little more, but so many people are giving more than half, and technically it's illegal for them to even ask you for that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So give us some examples of what was not getting done. Was it just unfinished projects, or were they just done wrong?
He walked us into his bathroom. He only had a working shower and toilet. The sink wasn't set up yet, so he would be able to shower. He'd have to go to another place to maybe brush his teeth. He had outlets that were upside down. He had countertops that were missing. Those there are the old countertops from the original kitchen. So there you can see no countertops at all. So not a working kitchen, a floor that was buckling, so he was tripping on it. Just essentially something that maybe a workmanship that not everyone would be happy with, let alone want to pay what he says he paid.
Well, let's not also forget that this is a man who is struggling with cerebral palsy, so he's already facing some challenges to have this on top of that when the whole goal of this was to make life easier.
Right, and he said now he's just so stressed, and then you have to start calling the contractor a bunch, and then of course it never ends well, and so then that's stressful on you, and then really what is he going to do? He brings in another contractor who says they think it's going to be at least $30K to fix the problems.
Wow.
And who has that kind of money? So that's why they're now fundraising for the family. And thankfully, since our piece aired, so many contractors, flooring companies, electricians, of course, because Pittsburghers are great, have come out of the woodwork saying that they're interested in helping him. So now he has to just kind of wade through all of those people and hopefully use what he's learned to make the best decision moving forward for who to hire next.
Yeah, and speaking of what he's learned, I know for me, if I was in this situation, and I have been before, you always think like, I should have done this, I should have thought about this. Is he kind of going through that process, and what conclusions has he drawn?
I know, it was really upsetting. He was crying, he was brought to tears because he said he was very trusting, and he thought he's disabled. No one's going to cut any corners or potentially leave him in this situation, and he's learned the hard way. He needs to get references, he needs to ask for paperwork, he needs receipts, he needs a contract, and he needs to protect himself in something that he didn't really realize he needed to do.
I just want to say, I think that we are all here at KDKA and in the Pittsburgh area grateful for all of the hard work that you do, looking into these things that matter so much to people who are experiencing them way too often, but you're shining a light on it, and as you mentioned, it's led to all this outpouring of support for him. So well done for telling this story.
It's good to have somebody on your side, and you are that person.
Thank you. Oh, it's so great, and he's just so relieved because now he feels like someone cares, and hopefully it works out for them.
And congrats to you. Last day's coming up next week, right?
Couple more days, guys.
Couple more days.
We'll be on Baby Watch.
To meet Baby Schiller.
That's right.
Thank you so much, Meghan.
Thanks.
All right, watch Meghan's full report on our website, and stay tuned for KDKA TV News at 4 for more stories and investigations.